This week on Twende. We are going to Kendu Bay. There are many ways to get there. The Bomet-Nyamira route, which will take you about 6 hours to cover the 362 kilometers. This is the shortest route from Nairobi. The most exciting part of this road trip is C22, also known as the Chepilat-Ikonge route. This is the most scenic part of the drive. It takes one through the tea plantations of Nyamira and Kericho counties. Well marked, and it is in top condition. There are no heavy commercial trucks, and even matatus are very few. This 40-kilometer section has climbing lanes and many bends, so please be careful. Driving here is fun. Hakuna haja ya kuspeed, just enjoy the drive, and just like a good cup of tea, take in the scenery. The C22 joins the A1 from Kisii, where the road crosses the mighty Sondu River. This is an exciting part of our journey, as there is a lot going on at this particular spot. We decided to do something that has not been done on TV before. And I mean ever. Okay, in 1 minute, nitakuwa 4 counties. In 1 minute. Wanna believe? Aya. Aya, sawa, wacha tuone. Kericho. Kisumu. Homa Bay. Nyamira. The Sondu is leaving Kalenjin and Gusii land into Luo land. It is at this point that the river changes its name. It goes under the bridge as Sondu and comes out on the other side as Miriu, the Luo name for the river. The river forms a natural boundary, but that does not mean that it separates the people, as we get to speak to the people who live on its banks.
Naitwa James Otieno, mkaji wa Nyakach sub-county, Kisumu County. Sasa hapa ni daraja ya Sondu, Sondu River. Sasa hii inaitwa Sondu River.
Unasema River Sondu.
River Sondu.
Kwa majina mimi naitwa Ezra Nemweri. Kutoka Nyamira County.
Nyamira ni wapi?
Nyamira ni hapa pande hii.
Okay. Unaitaje?
Hapa tunaita Risonto.
Risonto.
Sondu ni Sondu Miriu.
Sondu.
Penye muko ni Sondu Miriu.
Sondu Miriu.
Sasa jina Sondu Miriu inatoka jina mbili. Ni Sondu na Miriu. Sasa Miriu ni Kijaluo ambaye nasema imeunganisha.
Okay.
Sasa ni Sondu Miriu. Ikienda mpaka kwa lake. Sasa hapo ndio Miriu. Ile yote imetoka Narok nini kila kitu inaingia hapa ndiende wapi? Huko. Sasa hapa ni Sondu Miriu. It is almost 236 kilometers from the source.
Mimi naitwa Kimtai Kerich from county of Kericho.
Kericho sasa ni huko.
Ni huko juu sasa.
Na sasa tunaitaje?
Sisi tunaita tu Sondu.
Sondu.
Yeah, Sondu.
There is a town next to the river on the Kisumu side called Sondu. From here, the river is now headed towards the Nyakach escarpment where it drops into Lake Victoria. It is full of vigor and power. If only there was a way to tap this raw power from the water. That is where we head next, the biggest power plant in Nyanza. The Sondu Miriu power plant in Kisumu County, near the border with Homa Bay. This power plant is different from the ones on the other rivers like the Tana and the Takwel, as it does not have a reservoir body to hold the water. The power is produced using the force of the water as it drops down the Nyakach escarpment.
This place generates 60 megawatts. 60 megawatts nakwambia. Remember where we were? Hapo pali kuna 4 counties. Maji nafika hapa. No treatment, no nothing. And then, as you can see, they are releasing the water. It's going to go back to the river, just the way it is. And it's quite safe. In fact, they do several tests on the machine to make sure hakuna kitu inaongezwa. But guys, this is where your electricity comes from. 60 megawatts.
One can feel the power of the river as the water exits the turbines. It is channeled through this 4-kilometer canal to the next station, the Sangoro power plant. There is still a lot of power in the water, and here it produces 20 megawatts. The water will then reunite with the rest of the river here at the foot of Karachuonyo Hills. This marks the boundary of Kisumu and Homa Bay counties. The waters here are calm, and it is a good place to relax. George Juma Omondi loves to spend his evenings here doing what he loves, fishing.
Ulianza saa ngapi?
Saa hii ndio tumeingia.
Na utaenda hadi saa ngapi?
Mpaka saa 12.
Saa 12?
Okay. Unajua saa ile kama hakuna kazi, nakuja kupumzika hapa kidogo.
Sasa hapa ni kupumzika, unapumzika?
Unapumzika tu hapa baada ya kazi.
Baada ya kazi?
Okay. Yeah.
Na kweli ni very calm, ni very peaceful.
Iko sawa. Hakuna kelele mingi.
Hakuna kelele.
Ndio saa zingine unaweza kaa nyumbani huku unapata kelele. Ama unaenda kwa center. Hiyo sio mzuri.
Unakuja unatulia hapa na maji.
Natulia hapa na maji baada ya kufish. Naoga kidogo.
Unaoga? Okay.
Naenda nyumbani.
Bwana, this is the life. Baada ya kazi, fishing, hakuna stress. From here, the river is on its last leg of the journey into Lake Victoria. It has one last village to pass through, Choi, which is a small fishing village at the mouth of the Sondu. Getting to this village is not easy as the road is not in very good condition. Here the river is known only as Miriu. Though the village is located inland, the river gives the residents access to the lake because it is navigable at this point. The boats sail upstream to deliver their catch. Choi Beach has been affected by the rising of Lake Victoria, and most of the buildings in the center were submerged. The point where the river enters the lake is covered in a thick marsh of papyrus. For you to see it, you have to take a boat to the mouth. I get on one of the canoes to try and get to the mouth.
Tuko hapa panaitwaje?
Chwowe Beach.
Chwowe Beach.
Wancheng Ward.
Wancheng Ward.
Yes.
Okay. Na sasa hii river inaitwaje?
Hii inaitwa River Miriu.
River Miriu.
Ndio.
So hapa si Sondu, hapa inaitwa Miriu.
Na eneo hii River Sondo ndio River Miriu ndio hii tu.
Ni hii tu.
Na jina ni Miriu. Sasa wengine wanamuita River Sondo, lakini jina ni Miriu.
Ni Miriu.
Yeah.
These brown waters of the Sondu Miriu recharge the blue Lake Victoria waters. It is a beautiful sight to see where this 232-kilometer long river that traverses 5 counties finally ends. It has been amazing to follow this river and meet the people who depend on it for their livelihoods.
Oh! Siwezi.
A few kilometers from where the Miriu River ends is where the town that was once described as the entertainment capital of Nyanza. But before we get to the town, we have to pass by one of the most popular road signs in Kenya.
Imekatika ikabaki. Vitu vingi So moja yao ni imekatika ikabaki. Na pia kuna maana nyingine, si ndio? Hiyo nyingine ni mbaya. Okay. Sawa, asante.
Okay, so itabidi you call your Luo friend akwambie the other alternative meaning. Back to Kendu Bay. Kendu Bay is a significant town in Homa Bay County, although it is not the headquarters. If you just pass along the road, you will miss one of the town's most important locations, the Old Pier. One can be able to observe Kendu Bayans hard at work. In the morning, the fishermen are bringing in their catch. Some have the engine-powered boats and others still operate like their ancestors did before them, using the wind. Hii boat pia iko na kazi juu, hiyo kitambaa lazima ikunjwe na design. The boats are eagerly waited for, and there are those who can't wait for the boat to dock before they board. The pecking order seems to be in favor of the birds. They are able to get onto the boats before the humans. It is time for the humans to move in. Then it is time to take the net out to dry. Na hiyo ni kazi kweli. After everyone has left, the fishermen can try to have a snack after a night of fishing. But the birds have other ideas. Kendu Bay's best days are, however, in the past. This was not a pier that was for harboring small fishing boats. Bwana, the metal framing that remains of the water shows signs that big vessels once docked here. On the left side of the pier is this rusted hull of a huge boat that once docked here. These huge boats would dock from other ports in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. Hey, back in the day, when the East African community was existing, Kendu Bay was the place to be.
Na imagine hivi ndio trips zilikuwa zinaenda. So tutaita hii MV Kendu Bay. MV Kendu Bay. So kulikuwa na makazi alafu naambia Captain, tuko tayari. Oh. Bwana, is it ready? Doananga. Okay. Now it's time to sail. MV Kendu Bay is ready for sailing. Ahoy!
I get to meet a long-time resident of Kendu Bay while he waits for fish and he remembers the good old days.
So we want to find out more about the history of Kendu Bay, and we needed to find someone who could tell us, someone who has a better memory of the whole place. And we're here with Mr. Peter Odindo.
Yes.
Peter Odindo. So could you tell us more about Kendu Bay?
Yes, Kendu Bay was a wonderful place just because of the harbor, where we had the railways, we had maize and produce board, and most business people could use, they could go to Kisumu because we had a steamer here, about two, Alestes and the other one. They used to come around two, they bring those who travel to Kisumu could go and purchase things, and then they come with their things through the steamer, and they alight here.
Yeah.
Then during those days, we could have many people here. Kendu here used to be a very big town, even better than Uyugis. Because of the maize stores, the railways here, and the ginnery, many people used to flock here.
And also the transport.
Transport.
Yeah. This name Kendu Bay, where is it from?
Yeah, you know.
And is it Kendu or Kendu?
It is Kendu.
Kendu Bay. Okay, so where is it from?
Just, you know, we Luos, names are given according to what happened. But this name Kendu, I was just born and found it.
When you found it?
That it is Kendu.
It's Kendu, yeah. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I just found it is Kendu.
Yeah. And I hear it was an entertainment hub.
It was an entertainment hub.
Yeah.
Even before show, before the showground, people liked Kendu because it is a place where those who are lifeists used to be. We had bars, mini bars.
Yeah.
Kendu even attracted a president.
Those who are here during 1963 came from our place here. During Uhuru.
During Uhuru.
Even President Kenyatta came to Kendu here.
Yeah.
And they were the people who entertained Mzee Jomo Kenyatta.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Ramogi dance.
Original.
Wow.
Original. Ubiro and his team.
Obiro and his
they
team.
died many years back.
Yes, yeah. And that is...
so Kendu
yeah.
used to be a place for raha. A lot of raha.
So hence Mombasa Ndogo.
Mombasa Ndogo.
Between the new town and the pier is Kendu's old town. Yes, Kendu has an old town side. This street is full of shops that were once full of life. Imagine this place was happening. Tanzanians, Ugandans, people would come and enjoy themselves. And now it's just an old town. In 2019, there were efforts to revive the port by clearing the pier and deepening the surrounding water. The revival of the Kisumu port also has brought some hope that a bit of the old days could come back to this town that was once the entertainment spot of Nyanza. Kendu's connection to the other ports ensured that there were large vessels that would dock in its pier. The good roads and emergence of other big towns in the region have also contributed to the decline. It is still, however, a great place to visit. There is another tourist magnet near Kendu Bay that could help attract visitors to this town. Next week, we visit Kendu's second